Hello, hello. Welcome another week of light languages and collective healing intentions. We are here in week 188 in the 3rd of May. Today we are going to connect a lot to the energy of the angels. To do that, I have an invocation that I'm going to start with. These invocations, they come with some blessings. So they also protect the space and help us to tune in into these powerful energies. Supreme divine energies and powers, beloved archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Chamuel, Zadkiel, Jophiel, Haniel, Zadkiel, Jeremiel, Raguel, Raziel, Ariel, Sandalphon, and Metatron. Beloved angels, archangels, principalities, powers, virtues, dominions, thrones, cherubim, seraphim, Elohim, and Shekinah. Beloved angels of the light, love, spirit, and logos of the highest, eternal, and infinite source of omniscient, omnipotent, omnibenevolent, and omnipresent God. Beloved angels of connecting human beings with the angelic realm, highest dimensions, and highest energies of pure spirit and pure light. Beloved angels of karma, divine laws and dharma, divine plan, please surround us. Send us your brilliant, radiant light and your unconditional, boundless love. Infinite light, divine light, infinite love, divine love. Please connect us, align us, attune us to all the angels of the highest light, spirit, and love, the holy archangels, our guardian angels, all the highest angels of the divine, and all the angelic healers, teachers, guides, and protectors. We co-create, express, and manifest supreme, total, and perfect connection to all the angels of the highest light, spirit, and love, the holy archangels, our guardian angel, and all the highest angels of the divine, and all the angelic healers, teachers, guides, and protectors. We thank you from our heart and from our soul. We thank you with our whole being. We are one with you. We are one. Love and blessings. Love and blessings for true angelic connection, perfect angelic alignment, and total angelic attunement to all, to everyone, and everything. We constantly remain in your sacred and pure angelic energy, and we fully connect to all the highest angelic beings of the divine that we recognize as real and true, and which we deserve and love. We are love, we are light, we are whole, we are happy, we are grateful. Thank you. Amen. Kushina anak usawama, sisat okawanat ana. Uhanat aku apate sitima kao tiane haka. O haita muk shet au te chawa. Kunik ana tas au. O kotana taano ko te ishawa. O kunik amuata. O tenet akoata. O nak aneka tianaka. O hainaka puanaka taya. Ako na asaika na kukayana. Sashetaka o tes isheteya. Haruteya rikawara. shakwada. I'm feeling a lot of heat through the body. Kuamakatesha. Yeah, I'm gonna stand my feet on the floor. Kamapaswana. Need to take off my shoes. Achusha wakaya. Soy shana kuatayana. Oya kuate kuataya. Seiyana kuatayana. Auataye. Haine kame satawa seiyaka. Oruata seiwakana shawa. Koyi makayana. I'm going to read this invocation in first person, and this way you can read it to yourself when you're at home in your own time. Most beloved guardian angel, angel of my spirit and soul, guardian and protector of my soul and spirit, I ask for your sacred and holy presence. Embrace me, beloved being of light, with your infinite love and care, and guide me to the path of life. Awaken my perception, intuition, and vision, so that I can hear you, feel you, see you clearly, now and forever. Open my heart so that I can receive your celestial quintessence of love. Open my mind so that I can recognize you and walk with you. You, O guardian angel, are always beside me, in front of me, behind me, and above me, everywhere and always near and close to me. You, O sacred existence, rescue me from all the dangers and comfort me in all earthly situations and all human conditions. You, divine being, protect me, guide me, support me. I deeply and truly love you always and forever, and I accept your pure angelic energy inside me, in all the centers, on all levels, on all dimensions, now more than ever. Sacred word of my beloved guardian angel, hold at itself, hold at itself, hold at itself. I remain in the divine energy of light and your pure love constantly, and I deeply and truly thank you, always and forever. We are, we were, we will always be together. Were, are, and will always be one. Huataya makwata, shitianaka. And the third invocation is to Archangel Michael. So I'm bringing these invocations of connection to the angels, protection, because we are all going through a lot of tough challenges in the 3D world and beyond. So today we want to bring some tools so that we can use them from the very beginning of the session. You can come back to these invocations anytime and read them for yourself. Yes, just use them. Kuanak ana ta aswata, shikana kana, shuata. And these invocations say the following: Beloved Archangel Michael, of the infinite wisdom, love, and power, beloved Archangel of the element of fire and light, Archangel of purification and protection, of divine will and divine power, I open myself to you. I am uplifted and elevated close to you. I breathe your light, and my heart breathes your love. My awareness and consciousness now expand. My body and mind become receptive and reflect your light. As a pure spirit, I now enter the divine dimensions in total humbleness and the greatest respect. I request your energy, your power, love, and wisdom. I request your energy, your power, love, and wisdom within and around me. Beloved divinity, please send your divine golden, blue, and red rays, flames, and energies. Guide me and heal me completely. Beloved power of powers. Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael to my left and to my right, above me and underneath me, in front of me and behind me, within me and around me. 7 times on 7 levels and 7 dimensions. Ushua. Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Alpha and Omega. So be it in divine wisdom. So it is in divine power. It is done in divine love. Amen. It is what it is. It is what God is. Thank you. Hushuata toma kupata inakaana. Omos aishak ukatai satawa. Oha nakahotai satama. Ositeta kukana se shakaita. Horene te kika muka sato mase shinakua. Sanaka, 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 husuanaka. The way they call it in Hebrew is Mahael, 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 Shukwata, Sutikana. So this has been the invocations. Taka nat eshawama, and I feel to add another blessing. Hatos eset ikop okosai, mokus enek asana, mukes entai kesaide, amuka sentai anaika, mokus enetai seteya, mokot ayanekakore, more nakataso tokos ena, amok asata mok ateshata, samok asete yanak, kokainik atotai mok ose, haare taka koreta hise, hotai shanak omas otaitakoa, mopau uhot amokasa, shak anaka, sha'anaka, sha'anaka, sha'ana huta ikana, sotara. Okushana. Atuishanaka tawata. Oof. So much heat. Hachuma kana senika ta shakawata. Sanek ana. And as I go on reading these invocations, Hakuna ita, I'm feeling also how the energy changes. And it's so tough to follow the reading because I'm already like feeling so much inside. Hosanna Soshawama Seshinek Anaka Ana Sota. And no matter how many times I read this invocation before, in the moment I'm doing this, and I am sending this love to the planet, it changes and amplifies the energy, and the energy that starts going through me when I'm reading it for people, it's like it increases so much. Hate shamukara setsana kamamata osai sana kotane sana. And this is one of the reasons why I so much love light languages, because light languages is your mind can be completely switch off, completely in peace, without having to pay attention into something, just letting the energy flow through you. Hasasikamo tetama kuma sama muwata. They do the work for you. They work for you. Huana hata mohatana sataya. And this is why, especially in these times we are living, they keep telling me anyone who can speak light languages, anyone who feel like tunes coming into their mind, do not block them. Let them flow. Let them flow through you, because they are going to provide. They are gonna support you. They are gonna help, especially in these times we are living. These came to earth. These light languages came to earth to support us, to help us, so that we can face any challenge. Shamuk anes aima kana. Sonet amurisatai mek amore. Sanok asetawate. Sotai makurina kanata. Shamuk anate. Samo anate. Samo anate. Shuana. And today we have also the support of the angels, archangels, and all light beings. Shuama katosana. Shetiana kata. So, Sister Willow, do you feel like doing a blessing? Kusua sata. Rua sata.
Okay, I just had trouble finding the unmute button.
Suaka.
Blessing. Arishnuch Mari Atrosh Nahakinea. Haso oroi ina hatano e kiesha no tukumaniera. So orumi arako orosh naharkie. Ara umeya. So oroini akereni osho noroinikia. Huia zuru okare noroiniara. Se herana aurunia kiramantioruiaya. So oronia kiarata. Blessings be.
Sadaka sota shana. Infinite gratitude. Huamas asena karena kusata. Shuma hare nikana tatayana. What is so lovely when you are lucky to have a sister or a brother who speak the light languages is that this is only my perception. Maybe other people perceive this in different ways, but the way I perceive the light languages being channeled by a sister or a brother is that the human energy become one with the light languages, and create like a massive blissful explosions of light and love. And it's so beautiful because it's so unique. Amukanas Ashanai Gama. Oh na kumana sushana so. Amukana ta sushana. True blessing is Hatukane Shata Mokata. Wata tikawana. And when we express this love and we don't keep it in, when we share it with everyone, we also feel that explosion. We allow all this powerful energy to circulate, to flow through us. Kamuma, and we let it be. We let it be in every cell of our body. We become that energy suddenly, and in terms of seconds. We haven't been running the group that much, and my energy levels are completely different now. Hasanyi kanakwana timikana sotaina. And every light being wishes the same to you all. Hasayana kawana. Practice any form or way of love. Tamukana, express it, share it. Kamuka tasanitaya. Shamukanesh anakata. And the next thing I'm feeling is to pull a card or few cards. Let's see what happens and what comes. Mushitanek anesaya tosainek. Hawatia muka saishene yakwa. Asheshi anakwana. And whatever comes is for the situations, for the times we are living. Kawate sheya wama hutenikana. And whatever it comes through, it's just an interpretation that we make here. Uwa taisha. This just came out. Tumamaka asa niyawa. Usitana huta. Shoanik awatenek awateme kuaye. Another one. Awuset emek arotao mas ishavus techenik inik anes. O makai te to shoaka shatakwata imakwata inekawa. Shomaka senekai amakwa. Shoamakawata. That is also another one. And that's as far as I feel pulling more cards. Hushwana, so the first one that came through is called the Galactic Mushroom. The Divine Matrix.
Yeah.
Huasana. Hanuna nek amok asocha.
Yuroshna. Sorumetia. Sohne arakoniera. Shinekiera hondoma. Shundorwini.
So dakura kutama kutasha tamok asa shaku atema kusasha.
I feel like an explosion happening in my chest area.
Oh my God. My diaphragm is also about to explode. Come on, man. I feel a lot of pressure when I'm breathing. Ah, I feel this card is reminding us our origins, the connection, how much we are spread over everywhere, over the galaxy, over the universes, just like spores of the mushroom spread everywhere and expanding more and more. And also reminding us that everything, absolutely everything in the creation, including the matrix, is part of the divine, is part of everything that is meant to be and happen. It's not a matrix that we need to avoid. It's not a matrix that we need to run from. It's a matrix that we need to embrace, anchor, ground. Just a few minutes ago, I was talking with Sister Willow about this same thing. Hatuma sanek aretawata, senika anatayana. Is there anything that comes to you, Sister Willow?
No, not really, nothing other than what you've already said.
More. Okay, nothing more. The next one is I can't believe it. They are so much in resonance. Hoto Anakata. It is called Perfect Storm.
I love it.
And it's called the courage to step into life.
Oh yes, that's been a bit of a theme of late, I find. Indeed. Yes,
for everyone.
Be not afraid to show your light. Shine it brightly for all to see. So that they can benefit and also encourage them to shine their light. And we can all be shining lights together.
Shuana kota wasamata. Basta tua masata mokare takawata isata mak. Soto maruka. Soto maruka naka isata wama. Senamuka tanika tuata nika tuata. Sota naka itana. Courage, courage, and more courage. Connecting to divinity, connecting to earth, connecting to everything, absolutely everything. Kana, stop detaching yourselves from the creation. Kanika anat awapa, anit anok atosati kuatira. Wow, this is so wonderful. Shatuanaka. The next one is called Vanishing Mirror. Ego,
Interesting.
ego sublimation. So samuka nas ashene tamok amot asati mik amorot. Amoka inet amotek asote shama. Sana ahantonet inita. What I feel they are saying is that in these times when we are facing these difficult challenges, it's very important to allow the ego to just transcend, because these polarities we are experiencing to the extreme in these challenges, they are going to propel or trigger our ego a lot. So it's very important that we discern it, that we address it, and we just transcend it. We just let it go. Let go anything that makes you feel like attached to that need of defending yourself in a situation when there is no need to defend yourself, or getting into an argument where you don't need to even argue with that person, and just understand that everyone has their own opinion. Kanita Mokana, Seniana, and it's meant to be that way, despite the differences, despite how hard the challenges are becoming, and how much to the extreme everything is going, because it's part of the plan so that we can really go into the light and stop doing in this planet what we've been doing for thousands of years. A lot of injustice, a lot of unfair attitudes towards each other. So it's time to let that go and to make a new earth, but make it also in action, in what we call the 3D. Take actions, living, being present, and being presence. Hanusa tatsu shamo, sanekiyama sateya, harinata ana setana, o maharane sateniria. Oh Makwana, oh cleanse all that darkness, cleanse all that tightness in your chest. Amakwana, let yourselves breathe deep, Hanakwana, into the light. Kwana, breathe the light, breathe the light, breathe the light. Kamasutai tada, Ishawa, Shawakata. Anything coming to you, Sister William? Hashwana.
I have got one word that's just been rotating around my head the whole time you spoke, and it's release. But that release, it really relates to everything you've said. It's release.
Okay.
It just encompasses so much. It's a simple word, but there's so much. Yes, there's so much meaning around release, as you say, letting go. There's release the judgments, release the ego mind, and allow yourself to come through your heart. Because when you come from the heart, you come from love. Life just becomes beautiful.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. And the next one is Moon Maiden. New beginnings.
Oh, I love it.
So anak autua. Oh, anakwana. The details in these cards are so beautiful. And it really looks like an angel.
It is so true. I think we are all going through new beginnings and this, with all the changes that are going on in our world and have done over the past couple of years. There are many new beginnings for all in various ways, whether it be your job, your place of living, your relationship. There are so many new beginnings that people have gone through and are still yet to go through, I guess, as they're transitioning into the new energies.
Totally. 100%. Hasamos ashanak anas aina ka anasutaina. Senik anatunit amoku atana. So much has been happening since the beginning of the year. Kanak anot anitana. Every full moon has been.
Yes, agree. Intense, very.
Hutuana. Masana has been transformative and challenging. Kabokana Satiana. Hanotiana. So, Moon Maiden, help us going through these changes. Hanota Shenika Wamata. Anekana Tiana. And I got the message. You have to also embrace it. You have to also embrace it. If you try to run from what is going on and avoid living, you are gonna get that. You're gonna get that lack of living, lack of energy, lack of love. Stop refusing what is going on because it's going on for a reason. Kanokaneta wamata.
Yes, you can't run away from it because it'll catch up with you anyway.
Yeah, and it builds that. It builds that, and suddenly you just sabotage yourself because you have too much accumulated. Hatushana.
Yes, saharumani kira oshtunana kirata. Allow suurumaitia. Just one word. I often get, as you know, just one word, and I'm getting allow with this. Allow. Allow, 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 allow. It's just being repeated over and over and over. Allow.
Allow. Allow. Allow. Allow. Wow. Shatuna Katiana Huatene Kiana. And the last card is the cat air pillar. The cat air pillar. This is the cat air pillar.
Yeah.
And it says.
Is that about transformation again?
Exactly. It's so connected to the previous card, opportunities, and allowing we get opportunities. And the color in this card is so beautiful, so beautiful. Hanak atosai shana, mumakai netawa matesana. I also get that they say there is a saying that the cat has how many lives? 7? 11?
9.
9? Okay.
9. Yeah.
So I'm getting that feeling of remember how powerful and eternal you are. This is not the only reality. This is not the only thing happening to you. It's happening to you in so many levels, in so many lives. There are things happening to you. So I feel it as a reminder also of acknowledging that how vast is everything, how big is everything, so that we allow the energy to flow, so that we again allow everything to go through. And sometimes for that to happen, we need to acknowledge how vast we are. If we acknowledge this, we open the door to the great, great being that we are. Connecting to our higher self, connecting to the angels, connecting to our guides, to our guardian angel, to everyone, to Amakiana and everything. Kasina Tawama. with no limitations, with zero limitations. Kamuana, Seniana Kawana. Anything comes to you about the caterpillar?
My one word is for this one is accept. So oruti tira akrushna hatarene, accept who you are. So utruma kanene, accept what is going on around you. So urushna takarene. Denial will not serve you. Urush tetna takare andu humana. Be in the state of acceptance. It will bring you peace.
I love it. Asuata. I love it. Hosuana. We should do this more often, love. Hatuana. I really love pulling out cards and or reading cards with the light languages and transmissions. What Aishana Ana. I started doing this in the Spanish light language group like 3 or 4 weeks ago. No, I think from the beginning of 2024. Yeah, but I'm gonna bring them here also. Tua Masa Tua. Because it's so wonderful what we can bring together.
Yeah.
You won't believe it.
And the cards never get it wrong.
No.
We don't always like the message they bring us, but it's never wrong. It's always right.
Look, Sister Willow, I have a surprise for you with someone who is coming. He hasn't been here for a long time.
Oh. Is he from the Netherlands?
No, he's from Brazil.
Oh, I don't think I know him.
You don't know Brother Luis?
Oh, Luis.
What's up, Luis? How you doing, brother?
Harmonizing and
excited. So much going on, no, brother?
It's been intense, but I'm good. Yeah.
That's what I love from these gatherings. Yeah, we perceive everything really with different ingredients, but deep inside, in very similar ways. Hanukkah Mosanek Ana. We've done so far 3 invocations. Nice to see you, bro. We've done 3 invocations. One for connection to the angels, another one to connect to the guardian angel, and another one for the protection from the Archangel Michael. After that, we pull few cards, and we did some light languages with reading the cards at the same time. It has been the first time here in the English light language group, and it has been such a nice experience with Sister Willow. Hasuta Yaka, Tusani Yaka. It has been so wonderful. Hatunik Etiana, how are the light languages and the codes coming to you, brother? Are they still coming, flowing, or they go like blocked at some point, or because of the challenges?
I think that they're still flowing. But it's been challenging to keep the balance. But it's like fluctuating a lot. But I still feel them bubbling inside.
Yeah.
Interesting. You mentioned about keeping the balance. I went to a new crystal store that opened down the road, and I was very much drawn to this crystal that I happen to be wearing right now. Hang on, I don't know if you can see it. Awesome. And it's called Banded Black Onyx, and it's about balance. So there you go.
We've we've been talking about this since we started the group. Like, yeah, we created that protection, obviously, to bring the balance to humanity and to everyone. Hatuma Saineka Nata, because we are all experiencing these really, really tough challenges. I'm gonna share with you quickly the cards that we got today, so that you also have the pleasure to. One of them is the Divine Matrix, the Galactic Mushroom. And yeah, we got here, amongst many messages, we got our origins, to remember our origins, to remember that we are expanding everywhere with our light, and to try not to avoid what we call the matrix and accept it as part of the creation. Because since we have found out about the existence of a matrix, a lot of people is creating a separation between what they experience in spirituality and the matrix itself. And what we were gathering here with the light languages is that we need to connect everything as part of the creations and not run from it. Kamuka Teshana Wata. The next card that came through was Perfect Storm, the storm that we are living. And the card itself represented as a perfect storm. So it has a purpose, and it asks us to have courage to step into life. And it's so, as you see, so in alignment with what we are talking.
Super.
It's super in alignment, brother. And the next one was Vanishing Mirror, the ego sublimation. And in this one, we got the reminder about transcending and letting go the ego. Because we are experiencing with these challenges the two polarities, and that is triggering sometimes a lot our ego as we go through these changes and transformations.
But I think, again, balance comes in there, because, you know, our ego does serve a purpose for us, and it's a matter of having that balance between, you know, what the ego is trying to bring or talk us into or trick us into, and our heart knowing where the truth lies. But I think the ego actually does serve us a purpose.
It has a very big purpose.
Yeah.
But
it's a matter of being balanced.
I think in the way what I was feeling when I pulled the card was they refer to that kind of ego that triggers the anger straight away, like attacking someone or getting into conflicts, very much like, I don't know, like from impulses. But deep inside, I am totally with you on that. The ego is a tool that is helping us through the process.
Yes.
And we need it, but we need it acknowledging that divinity in it. That
it needs to
because
not
the
be
way
in
you
control.
describe it is like a divine tool. Yes. What did you want to say?
Taumana taia teaka. Mutai tinia kumoana.
Osa, Susa,
Maya tiana.
Sanoan, Aduanaka Sayana, Muka Nisane Shanakurina, Hanaka Anis Aniarkanak, Amuka Nakatayana.
Shukuru yishna etina oishna eketena ro shumu hoknuna aro ishne eke aro do makia aro oish tikerana kuru unyera se erana o kuru ay tar makayina shna takinia
Masata. Usi Sanaku Masane Anaku Sayana. Amoka Inata Moka Isain Maka Naka. Sanik anata ne tamok aine te inikana. Oma kaine tayana. Tu senek anak amotstana satuma kana. Senek ato tayaka. Tenik anak ana. Nothing is really going against you. Hanak anet amok amo. Samok ana setayana. Shinik ana. That's part of your, or some of you's perceptions. Mukamok ana and interpretations. Hotet anak otai setayineta. Amok ane sanai sana. Sonakwana. One day you will realize that everything was in your favor, co-creating with you, Hamokwana, supporting you in your expansion. Kana sana sana sana, Honak anakawamata, Shatianaka. And this can create a lot of conflicts and arguments because someone who hear these words or listen to these words, they can say, how can you come and tell me, Ismael, that war is not against us, that the violence against children or kidnapping of children is not against us? Oof, that will go into different levels of density and different levels of conversations. What we are saying here is in a massive high levels of vibration, understanding the whole plan, as a divine plan, as good and bad is co-creating together to expand the soul, to expand every being here and everywhere else. Because sometimes we believe that this is only about humans. This is not only about humans. It's humans and many other galactic beings and many other beings who are in different dimensions. This is not only about us. This is a co-creation with something much, much, much bigger. So it depends in what pixel of the whole creation you want to focus on. If you want to focus on that pixels of darkness and that everything is bad and everything is bad, this is what you are going to see, the pixels of darkness. But if you amplify, if you take perspective from everything, you will see more of the whole picture and of the whole creation. And you will have a feeling, and you will allow, as Sister Willow mentioned before, you will start allowing. When we take perspective, we allow, automatically we allow things to get in and flow. And then we have a sense of creation, a sense of a big creation, a sense of this is not only about us. And there, the ego makes us feel sometimes that it's only about us. But in my point of view, it's a teaching, because the ego is teaching, it's not only about you. I am pulling that energy in you so that you can realize that it's not only about you. And brother Luis is coming because his connection dropped, apparently. Powerful energies.
But I think too, one of the jobs of the ego, I feel, for me personally anyway, is to help to develop your discernment. Because, you know, the ego tells you these crazy stuff, and you have to be discerning enough to go, yeah, no, I don't think so. I often say to my ego, it'll say something, and I just go, well, thank you very much for your input, but not today, you know, or something. I will actually, like, in my mind, I will talk to my ego when it comes up with some, well, frankly, ridiculous thought. It might tell me to do something, and I go, well, thank you, but no thank you. I'm not going to do that. So then it sort of drifts off and it quietens away. So it's like it wants to be in control. But when you let it, I think you got to, I like to sort of, you know, show it some respect and show it some, even give it a bit of love, so that it doesn't feel the need to be jumping out and like, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. I was kind of satisfy its need to be recognized and acknowledged, and then it goes quiet in the background, which is exactly where I want it to be. Not in my face.
I'm so glad you are saying all of this, love, because embracing the ego to me means that embracing means to be friend with your ego, to make it a
Yes.
friend, to make it to understand the divinity in the existence of the ego, because it exists for a very important reason, and there is so many misleading videos and information out there that meaning or telling people that the transcendence of the ego means to really eliminate the ego, and you're never ever going to
it's not about
eliminate the
eliminating.
ego.
I think it's more about integrating in a way.
It's integrating, exactly. It's allow it to be part of you, as part of you, and not take it as an enemy, because it's collaborating. Maybe not in the most pleasant ways that we wish to have, because sometimes hit very hard or bring something really hard to our experience of life, but that doesn't mean that the ego means harm to us. It doesn't mean harm to us, not at all. And just as Sister Willow is saying, it's so important to embrace it, so important to really embrace it and accept it, and listen and perceive it, and have this communication with the ego, with itself. Why? Because it's going to help you see things beyond, beyond many layers of understanding.
And there's even, like, as I mentioned about discernment, to me there's an element of gratitude for the fact that it is actually bringing me discernment. Sometimes it comes up with things and I can't help but I've just got to laugh. I'm like, really? Gee, thanks, but no thanks. That's hilarious. I'm not going to do that. But that is teaching you discernment, because you're learning not to listen to the rubbish bits that it comes up with. So it's a really good learning tool.
It should be called that way.
Appreciate and gratitude.
There is a galactic being. Say again. I couldn't hear you. What you were saying.
I just think we can appreciate it and we can show gratitude for it, but don't allow it to dominate, or it's the discernment that's really important. Discerning what it's perhaps trying to do, or even maybe trying to control you, but maybe that in itself is a lesson to you to not allow yourself to be controlled, not only by your ego but by anybody or anything.
Yeah, because after you have that experience of being controlled, is when you come out of that experience, is when you say, oh my God, then you have that self-realization about what happened. So it's helping you. Maybe not. That's why I say maybe not in the ways we like the most.
Yes, does it in peculiar ways sometimes, but
very peculiar ways. Very peculiar ways that sometimes you say, "Come on, God, don't bring me this, don't bring me this." But yes, I'm really happy that we brought this to the surface, so that people who come across with this video, they get this understanding, because I think it's very important that we integrate the ego for once and all, especially also in these times we are living, because the ego is gonna be triggered all the time. It's gonna be triggered, and if we don't embrace it, if we don't understand it the way we are sharing here, oh my God, it can really cause confusion.
And I think when you accept and integrate it, it works with you as opposed to working against you.
Very much. It's a co-creator with you. It's a collaborator with you. Brother Luis raised his hand before and wanted to share something. I hope you remember, because a long time has passed since.
I think when we are polarizing ego, we tend to have this tendency to compete. It's like all based in competition. I don't know. So some people say competition is good, that makes you evolve and blah blah. But I don't know. I don't personally believe it. And when you bring soul expression, soul essence to things, it's very different. And I think that kind of contrast is what is kind of part of the transition, the challenge, you know, because like people in general, they don't really know what soul essence is, soul expression is. You know, they maybe they live it in like in a latent way, like with their faith and all, but when they see soul expression, it is like something very strange for them. And soul expression, it's like
it's a
the answers yeah, it's magic.
It's magic.
It's like, yeah,
at some point we will get there.
Like the time is there, you know. And the other thing I wanted to say is like sometimes I was like paying attention to myself the other day, and I realized I was like my brain was controlling me, like sending me stuff and trying to work by itself, when it wasn't like leaving space for the quantum, for the whole, you know. It was just like and sending chemistry and stuff, and it's like an automatic process. And we gotta realize it, you know. Okay, this is just my brain.
Yeah,
it can work by itself, but it also can work integrated, you know. But it can create this illusion of separation as well, just like it's automatic, right?
Yeah, if you let the dark emotions to lead you, you can go into maybe negative interpretation of what is really going on. But again, I come back to what Sister Willow said before, that even when we go through that, it has a purpose and a meaning. Because to me, it's like
sure.
Even if it sounds like, oh my God, that was really my mind completely for a while controlling me. I wasn't really in the blissful feeling of divinity. I was so disconnected from everything. Yeah, but there is something that sometimes we cannot describe. When we overcome that, and when we have a self-realization of what really happened, from that experience, we grow and we expand. And we are more capable the next time to identify if we are controlled by the mind or what in earth is going on. In a way, we are experiencing so that we remember. That's my feeling. Kasanika Anata. Because I relate a lot to what you are saying, because I think we've been bombarded by thousands of ideas, mind control. But again, I keep feeling everything is serving a purpose. Everything. Despite how harsh it seems, despite how tough it might be for anyone, is part of this. Sister Willow said before, we chose this. We chose this. There is so many people who still don't accept this simple sentence. We accepted this. We chose this. If we keep evading, if we keep running away from it. We are getting detached from the whole experience, and the whole experience is life itself. Is the whole amalgam of things that are happening, the whole arch or rainbow of things that we experience here. The planet Earth is one of the places in the creations where we can experience more emotions. There are other planets where half of the emotions we experience here, they don't have them. They don't experience them in the same way we do here. So it's so unique. I know, yeah, the more we go on, the more in bracket, or the more we go on with life, the more I feel that all of this is chosen. It's a choice. It's a choice. And when we choose to don't be here or to avoid it, our own body start getting sick or getting damaged, or something start reflecting in the way we behave, in the way our body function. Denial to life is denying life itself. Is you telling to yourself, I don't want this. I just want to die. So gradually your body dies. But when we look at it from the angle, or from the different angles that we are looking at it today, things change a lot, because we open the spectrum of reasons and we get to a higher understanding of why all of this is happening. Because a lot of people fall into life is shit, or life has no sense. Everything happening is a chaos, and this is the apocalypse. And that's it. And if
they've created that themselves. They've created that themselves. I mean, that's what it comes down to choice, I guess. I don't know how much. Well, yeah, it's kind of a two-edged sword in a way, because you can choose, and then you might hate what you've chosen, but you can choose again. If you don't like what you've chosen or what you're experiencing, you can choose again, and it's all a mindset and what you believe or what you're choosing. It's like the brain. It's like a computer. You just need to reprogram it. And so if you don't like this experience, you just reprogram your brain, reprogram yourself. And
reinstall. Reinstall your operative system. It's very much like a computer that we need to. We have this tendency to forget that we have an endless amount of operational system and programs that we can reinstall or upgrade. And the worst thing is when we get into that, or those dark conclusions, that, oh my God, is when we lose hope. When we say, oh my God, that's it. When you get convinced that everything that your mind is telling you is everything that exists. And it's not. There is much more. And we might forget, but there are reminders everywhere where we can sort of get in touch with or connect to and say, oh my God, just few weeks ago, I was saying this through my own mouth, channeling this information. Yes, I also have these moments when I forget the everything we are saying here, because we have fluctuations, and reality, life itself is fluctuating, is changing. And we go through tough experiences that, wow, really, what we can say at the end is, I'm so glad I made it. I'm so glad that we are here. I'm so glad that we can still talk about it and bring more light into it and bring more perspective into it, because life and creation is made of so many infinite angles. It's only when we focus in one pixel or in one angle, or we see life only from one angle, when we get like, I am stuck here, there is no way out. We shouldn't let our minds convince us about that. But we come again to the same point. If we are going through, there is a meaning. There is a meaning. So remembering that there is always light after the storm is so important. So important. And that's how kept me going through hell and more hell. It's always having this hope that maybe in 2 weeks things will change, or maybe tomorrow things will change. And it's true. When tomorrow comes, maybe you are still immersed in density, but just having this attitude of knowing that there is this light behind the storm, it brings you other things to this chaos that you are experiencing. And those elements that you experience whilst you are having that chaos, these things that you allow into your system, even if they are the smallest things in life, like preparing a good dish that is in alignment with your body or with your way of feeling that day, or just meeting someone or having a nice chat with whatever it is, whatever thing we experience in life can bring us to that storm a lot of light to keep us going, to keep us going. Tu samusai samokusa, sunina kuatamukatanusana, shanagana sutamoka anata. And they say many of you still have this tendency to keep things inside. It does happen. It does happen to a lot of us. And they keep saying and supporting expression. Expression. Because you are heading into creating communities in this planet. We are in that direction. We will be creating communities with their own laws, with their own ways and perspectives. We will be creating different ways of living, and this will happen sooner than we think. So for these communities to be created, we need to be expressive, we need to be communicative to others. So they keep supporting that whatever storm we are dealing with, to don't let that storm to close yourself down. Partly is part of the experience. Once again, partly is part of the experience to be in a way secluded into yourself, secluded into that digestion of emotions, but without forgetting that there are so many brothers and sisters still out there. I can assure you that these brothers and sisters, they are going through very similar things. I always say, with different ingredients, yes, but if you start talking to each other, you will realize that these different ingredients at the end are bringing very similar experiences. Because with every brother and sister who is going through the process of awakening, they are all going through tough times. Hanechana, there is not anyone as an exception that is not going through the toughness that we are sharing here today. And here we are sharing today a lot of keys or clues so that we can go through all this storm in better ways. Hamukawana, we can make, the ways that we are going through are the ways that we are meant to go through. Just as Sister Willow said before, remember that you can always set up a new programming in your system. You can upgrade also your system from time to time and allow the shift, allow the change, allow whatever is meant to happen into your life, allow to happen instead of offering so much resistance. Because when we go through challenging times, we get activated the fear within, sometimes fear that comes from wounds from the past, and that fear sometimes hold us back from the allowing anything that is meant to happen to happen. Nakusa neka musesha origane sisha bukase taisteta wama anakoso seisha bua hate makuhata mosachisha mama ikawata neka wanaso taishawa. Yeah, wow. They say if you really knew how incredible beings you are, they keep saying this. Maybe since we had our awakening in the spirituality, they keep saying we are incredible beings. And when I have channel information from galactic beings or other beings from other dimensions, they always tell us that we are magnificent beings, having a magnificent, unique experience. So let's embrace it. Let's embrace it. And let's talk when we have something that is getting too tough. Let's drop the embarrassment. Let's drop that attitude that sometimes we have of I have to deal with this. I have to deal with this alone and only alone because I have to demonstrate to myself that I am my own hero. We don't need to, honestly, sometimes yes, it has a purpose, but not all the time, I feel these light languages were saying. Not all the time. Sometimes we are suppressing ourselves from communicating, from exchanging, from having fun, sharing experiences that we are going through. Hanikanata. And I can tell you that this is true because in this very week I am experiencing or living, I am doing that. And since I started in the beginning of the week doing that, the whole toughness that I was experiencing has changed dramatically. And I'm also very lucky to have these events ongoing weekly because I meet brothers and sisters with very, very like-minded. They very connected to source, despite the toughness, despite the difficulties we go through. I'm so lucky to have these meetings with you guys because it gives us that reminder, and we together put things into perspective. And when they told me to create this group, that was the meaning of it. It was the meaning of leave these spaces always open every week, because there will be brothers and sisters who will come. Maybe sometimes nobody come. Don't worry. Just bring your light, bring whatever you have in your heart as an intention, but leave the space open, because anyone going through the toughness can just pop in and understand that they are not alone, that we are here together, that we are many of us going through very similar things. Sometimes we fall into the understanding that I am alone dealing with all of this. Not really. When you share things the way we share them here in the group, oh my God, in my chest is full of light, understanding and acknowledging that I am not alone at all. Because here, since Sister Willow turned up, in the beginning it's like, boo! like so quickly, the energy levels started changing, and so quickly we started transforming the energy in this space we are creating. And that is really divine. That is really divine. Now, if we don't give ourselves a chance to experience these events or these meetings or these gatherings or this exchange of knowledge, information, experience, the way we are experiencing life, yeah, we are gonna keep ourselves there in that cocoon, in that bubble, in that, and we will be there for as long as we want to, as part of
and it provides us with so much support as well. You know, we share and connect, and everyone brings support to each other.
Different opinions.
To bring them through their tougher times, because we all do experience them. When not everything's all, you know, flowers and butterflies and roses.
Exactly.
But you know, we don't have to allow ourselves to sink into the negative energies, into the depression. But I think the support is hugely beneficial.
So beneficial, and I love the fact that to have the freedom of expression, because sometimes we channel things, and they are partial information, and then like before, when I say transcending the ego, that was partial information, because information is when it's pronounced with an earthly language, is very limited. It can be very partial, and it can be understood in many different ways. So when Sister Willow say, yeah, but to me it's also a friend, and it's like it's very supportive. All that activated within me so many things that I wanted to say for such a long time. And that's why I feel that it's a blessing to have this opinion from everyone, because it helps us to trigger also light that we have within, that we might have had there and we wanted to share for a long time. And this hakukat aku ta chamok anek ausa hana toka totamoka shukanakana. And when we share things in the way we share them here, talking also earthly languages, we get very close to the approximation of what we feel when we channel the light languages, which is a sense of connection, community, freedom. Hatomak anata, and nothing controlling you whatsoever. Huanaka anesa mumaka sonita. Joy, we allow joy to flow through, because when we are going through tough times, oh my God, joy is so difficult to bring it through yourself, through your channel. Hanukana, I've been for the last weeks, like telling to myself, look, I'm gonna play less hours of basketball, but I'm gonna go at least 1 hour of basketball every day. And I've been doing that because basketball is what helps me to bring the joy, to open myself to that joy, sharing with the children, sharing with the teenagers, all of that exchange of joy, having fun, playing basketball, open the channel so that I can go on with other things that I'm dealing with.
I just had a burst in here, like I can actually feel your joy. It sort of like hit me right in the chest. I'm just like woohoo!
Yeah, I'm super high. Is really allowing the child within to be alive. Tamaku anaka santi anaku ateya moka matsum dawama. And when we were children, we didn't have so much programming, so much sense of limitations in life. And that's what brings, when we activate the child within, is a sense of what we are experiencing here, endless joy, endless an explosion of light and joy. Hato samuka anato stachakwa. Yeah, brother Luis, huanakushawa.
Mutaya tinia tu anak. Mutai dia mana utayaka. Mutai nia uma ata.
Oh, sumasana kwata mosata sawama. Homo sumasania kwana. I would lie if I tell you that I haven't missed you. Hatu atamukata sawama. And I always miss you guys, because when we meet, we create a balance that is from other worlds. Hamu sana sana kiana. Shenika wamata.
Literally.
I miss very mucho. Hamu anatas.
Ashtra kire troha hina ashokanar ke chunar ke torbaria skarbrenia oro ukara ar ushat kumar e ket tortoria she terere no shuttukornia tortokoria bodoria shin tortorik pressure karur so that was coming in quite intense. My mouth wouldn't work properly. So my mouth won't work properly. I can't get my lips to work properly. It's funny.
I heard a part of, I don't know if it's Shuamachukwa.
Masana ute shitia. Nitia tumana uma tai. Tina uma taia te matumai te nia utaishia tum natau na teaka matuna itea na taia tana utitia ua mutai tinia ua.
Thank you, Luis. Beautiful grounding energies in there, I felt.
Oh, yeah.
Just like we're all starting to fly. And Luis just grounded.
That's what I was going to say. That my higher self say to me, enough of English. Just go into the light language section. Sabu amaka asashama.
Utai tinia tana utai tiana uma tai tina umata.
Namakuata makumasana.
Anan ana unata.
Samakuwa masate mishama. Kumaseneka anata ana. Mukata musatana. Sonegata. Harita.
Wow.
Ormani arakiara torobasha mai teki so orway kiara toroma handro.
You guys hit my heart there.
Andara aku pun kontiena tu khushinara yetiara kumai so oriye tiara kurpadia tormai yeteshan andaro mapu so orma asha to andara mo shishana khumi orumi shatara to no doi ja to don mai shakatane oriki arku
tia tana tia mata de in tia tana tiana utana ta mata e entra ik ana uta e mai utapa
Chubaku bacha papu. Ucha makushana kubachu atachawa. O atakubacha tabuba pakuata. Ara tawaka ta bacha waka.
Irana ayetea tara itaya mara utea uta irpanaka urpanara ut arai araiata urpana mar arai urpana
Sereki arakate sawate kare kuresha napoka mustatareke wata yakuatare hotacha mukuta wishite lakuak awasa hosa wata wabateiwa Suyaka
araiata urai tiara ura titiara anat uta tiara maratai tia tarai tia tar utara marat araria tar utara
Siapa makas
Morua tarai nitiara iti tiniata mantai tiniata utahai tiara marai iriatan tiarata utai tarata tari tiara mariatan umai taraya maraya muruata iria muruata tiarata taurata muruata tanaria tumatia tiata mara tia tanaura tiniata tanatiara mutuna tairiata umatara iata
warata Kiwamakaita
mutui tiniata ya tayete ayata auata hiaka mahatinia tomo atiniata umaka motiata iahata utoa
Chawata Pachabu Makata Osebaku Bachamo Ataya Maka Shataya Amo Hataya
And heart expansion. Feel the opening. Open yourself to the love, to the connection, to your creator. So much love, so much benefit you can derive if you accept this. And open your heart and let this love flow both in and out. Circular in and out. You are a living, breathing being of love. Embrace it. Show the world how it feels. Show them how they too can feel this way. So beautiful.
Ara baba muta baba isha baba muta I papa ichuka kuta kwata baguche baguita baba kuita kwata kote kwata kwata kote ki kwatika waka watika. Oh macha wate chabaka. Ah muche papa kacho vayata ko ete mama kuche ta ko bache papa kuche tata ko. Amu chata ko chana mo bacha ko pacho kuche. Chawache, chawache, chawache. Huataka. This one we just wanted to say hello. Wata. And bring the cheerful attitude. Wata ya. Wanamo apachaka. Muchachita waka huta shenika nako. Allow hutuana. So many light beings wanting to participate. Chuakuana. Is you allow hatua tacha makua. Oh, huachana, wonderful channels of light. Kumasai sena. Amohai shana kose. Eriakwate. Samu mak areta. Aka nakawasa. Eshawaka uatache chatutowa. Oh.
I haven't heard you channel that one before. That was a different voice.
What
I mean, the language sounds similar, but I said I haven't heard you channel that particular aspect or being before. That was a very different voice.
And it came with an explosion of laughter. I couldn't control it anyway. They say, why you control it? My higher self don't control anything. There is no need to control it. I just came with a explosion of laughter, like joy, like everywhere. No? But we are not that used to have so much endless joy inside that there is a part of us that is like, what's going on? What's going on? No? And that's how I feel when these entities come through. It's like, what's this? Because in a way, it's taking control of your body, but it's taking a nice control of your body. It's not controlling against your will. It's not controlling to make you any harm. It's
well, I
just
think it's not. It's maybe not even so much controlling, but actually, it's more release and surrender. Surrender to it. I think we've been programmed over millennia to suppress that because there were, darker forces that didn't want us to be the light beings that we are, didn't want us to express, didn't want us to grow, didn't want us to evolve. But we are starting to open into that process now. We just need to allow and surrender.
Yeah. We are not used to, because for thousands of years we haven't been allowing that. So we are getting used to it. And it still feels like, but especially when a new entity comes through, to me it's like, what? I was like, what?
It's like with a new toy, isn't it?
It's like, and first I started feeling like moving my body until the explosion of joy comes through. And the connection from Brother Luis is just, I think it went away.
Yeah, we keep losing you, Luis. I don't know if it's the energies or your connection. Keep dropping out.
My higher self says it's everything. Kawata. It's everything you are gathering here today. Hato Makuana. You are not only three. You are many.
Yeah, it's like I'm just doing this. I don't know what this is for. It's just like, this is encompassing all the beings that are coming in. And I guess it's my human self acknowledging their presence now. Oh, wow, that's a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, we create the express. We create the space. We create the space so that they can come through and come in, because we raise the vibrations, and so the vibration get along with the vibration we create in this space. So more of them can come in and communicate. Who are in that?
Massive, like I want to do a big virtual hug, just embrace them all. Soro ya tsishana arakira no tukroka ya shikroka ya andoro wa shandoro kwatiana deep gratitude. So oro ya tukro ya shindukum akira na shindorka for acknowledgement. So uturum aish can rutukuna tuchunarka. Everyone can do this. Shindorka na uturum aika is just opening your heart. So uturum akira turun atirana and accept. So uturuma and allow. So uturun ya kishandoturun ya kira. We're always here for you for all. We're here for everyone. Just be aware and allow it.
Mahai Mayata na te atai Mayata tumo dai Majinekai
Susu amaka susamusa ese semua. Amosa sanaka auto ama. Se mesua canto Hana kuane se shamu to atenaka. Hareta nukata.
Kayakan Mutiatana tiatania Matuna tai kauma Mahayakai tiana Mukoatana Moata
And something I find magnificently divine is when you channel one language, whether it's Sister Willow or Sister Louise, it triggers another being in me. And it's like they go in turns. It's like what you say is like another being activate. It's like I don't know, raising the vibration to a point where another being can come in and participate and be part of the encounter. QHHT! And I have always this this ancestor who brings so much joy. Is very connected to Brothers Wesley also. And every time that we do something good, it's like it celebrates. It's like, but it's like in the way that it shows to me, it's an incredible warrior, like a very muscly warrior. But everything that he has of muscles is a pure heart. It's all heart. And when we bring these high vibrations to here to earth, is the first one bringing also that shout or scream of victory or joy. Kawataya, Shawata. Brother Wesley, whenever he sees this video, he's gonna relate a lot. We are thinking of you, brother. I know that you are here too. Hatuma Saya Mako Aseta Boa. Awayeta eta umache atewe. Harisha umaeta eneka umacha etae. Abotena komatsai shana ho aenae. Abo hai na go na he na ho. Ha he na ho aene ka ho e. Hare na go ane. Hatuku ane. Watiana. They were saying this is the march of peace. They say usually they say the march for war, like when they are playing the drums to go to war. They were saying these are not the drums to go to war, these are the drums to go towards peace. Kawata mutai chawama. Honana senekanato sinikenekawa sotekianaka sushaka.
Ruaya tigana shunturvainya urvashuntukumaria tarane runya arasha tarada gera goria no kushuno goria so orinya aka kakashinane no shunurvadinya da gohnire so urma a kretetaro oro shunturma ha ya shop bigi a tumbakirna a tumbaka
Super powerful. Chuatawata.
Ayatana I kauata I kauma yata yatia.
Chuataya watataya.
Barasheta kapate kina to koko mane patay rombo poquito
Chuata como te cuata. Chubata cuata. Wayiwa baba y chui tacuaca. Guano, chicuano, uano, chicano cuato, tuya. Shawa. Waya, waya. Nyamagunya wanaka. Cheshawa tayana. Wata. Raise your souls. Tawatai chanu. Hayanakua. Hutuana. Fight with light and courage. Kuritaka. Soyana. Hunakuana.
Tana sumasiana.
Hasha.
Mutaya. Utaya. Mutaka ita itiana. Mutaya.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Aratuasha tarika. Homosutorisha. Kotorika. Tunurukus iniwa. Sasheka. Kutu. Ansukutua.
Tiatana tiana. Ayatana ita maya tatama umai. Hatana itia hai atai tia.
Oh my God.
Maya tine atana umahatia. Mutai tanayana nanantiai. Nau tayahai ata. O tayatau atai. Mata nau tai tau. Tuma tai tia tiau. Tiau tai tia tau ata. Mai anan tau. Ni ti atanau. Matai anau tayana tau. Mutai tia tai ti tia. Tia ta ma tai tia tau atayan. Ni tana ti tia tomo omai ana. Ni ana na tayana utayana. Nan tau ata. Mai tanai ataya. No mo tai nama o. Mai tayatana utea. Iteana. Iteana o ata. Maya te atana unatai. Umatai anati atana. Tunatai atana oa. Oa tai. Mau tai. Tai atana. O tai atana. Utai atana, utai tayana, utaya tana, uti atiananta, umata, umaita, utaya tayana, utaya. Taya, Matiyana, Mayatana, Umana.
Yeah,
So
that's
sharp.
And thank you for the beautiful grounding energy again, Luis.
Oh,
Mayatana, Kututuma, Tikitia, Katai, Tika Utaka, Muti Kaune, Ti Miata, Mayatia Tana, Kututoi, Tana, Kumutukotakaya. Makaya kataka utaka utika ukakai tika utaka moko akaka kaiata makaya kai ana uka iata mayaka ita umaka iata unata isia uta isiata unata iaka ma ukoata.
Hosanna.
Recognition to Umashin, the key and up Muro, Shofunap, Ushtokonaki, Uru Ishena.
Samoka ana tana kosashana. Senekana kanaka. Recognition to Asana. I'm also getting that.
Tana taya tana.
Hoko ata mok otomas ostamoko mupa anak ana. Sanako tanak ana. The part of the process they say is that recognition in each other, reflecting in each other who we are. Is part of the process, is part of what we do here. Hanak atanak ana. And if we feel to express it and say, like, thank you, brother Luis, for bringing this new branding energy. Hawanaka suana, that's so important. Kamuhata sana, to be expressed and say. Kabotana shenekana. In other words, this is how important you are for us, Luis. Kuanaka motana, and like you are for us, for everyone else. You can be. Hatano taiseta. Hamok anata, because we all bring different types of energies that they are so complementary. Hanak anata, from our angle, we are used to, from our experience, own experience, we are used to our energy. We are used to this, our energy. When an entity, a new entity comes through, okay, we can say, oh, you are new, this one is new, oh yes, wow, it's amazing, the new experience, the new meeting. But when we are experiencing these beings who are usually with us, we get used to them, and at some point we get so used to them that in a way we don't give the importance that we really have in this world. Because it's when we meet together, we have that the other brother or sister don't have. It's like complementing each other, like pieces of the puzzle that we complement each other. That's why, yeah, for me it's the same. It's so refreshing. The fact that you came after such a long time is so noticeable, that you haven't been like exchanging these languages here. Hanak oneta, and it makes an incredible difference. Muguates isate ti anakwana. But this is not the first time. This is, I'm sure that everyone in its own way, when we finish these events, we feel the same about each of us, because this is what I feel all the time when we finish. It's like, oh my God, Sister Willow was amazing. Brother Luis was amazing. Brother Wesley was amazing. I bring with me, I carry with me your essence, your unique essence that makes me live life in very different ways. Hanaka
It's sacred.
is
Very
sacred.
special.
It's sacred. It's beyond archetypes. It's going beyond things. It's touching and connecting all our oversouls and all our, like we say before, the different dimensions and the different lives we have in so many planes. And then we reflect that beauty and that light that we have. And from time to time, it's good to tell to each other, just by being in presence, oh my God, you are so good to me. And this is not taking advantage. This is not taking the energy from someone. Because a lot of people say, oh my God, you have a lot of light. I'm afraid that the people there in the gathering, they're going to take my energy because this is what I've been experiencing for a long time in my life. This is not what happened here. Here is the contrary. It's my energy plus your energies plus thousands of beings sharing their energy. So it cannot be me taking the energy from anything because it's in total abundance, in total endless sense of feeling. Is endless. And when Sister Willow said before, I feel like going there and embracing every single being. While she was saying these words, in my third eye, I was becoming the cosmos, and the cosmos was hugging or embracing all these beings, like hugging this simultaneously. And that's what fascinates me. That sometimes you are saying something and it's happening simultaneously in one of us. And this happened also when Sister Melissa comes, when Brother Wesley comes, or any of you come, and we share things. There are so many things that happen simultaneously. And what is that telling everyone? Well, it's giving that confirmation. It's giving that that sense of acknowledgement of what we are and what we are here for. Yeah, Hatunik ate, Shinikana. How many experiences we have had since we were born. Hakuta setakama. And still we are capable to bring all this love. Hanika anata. Do you truly believe that is coincidence? Hanuteneka. No. It's not coincidence. Hutiana. Is it coming something through you, Luis? Hatuma. Senia. Sinia.
I feel Isis present.
Unbelievable.
And
Isis was very present today. Many posts that I was receiving from different people was always Isis there. Kuatinia tuatia. Sawana. Yeah, carry on. Sorry. Too maha.
And I also felt the angels in the beginning.
I wouldn't be able to say or to number all the beings that they have passed so fast because they go so fast. They give you the sense of who they are, but mostly to me they never do it with an image. Only when this guy, the warrior, came, he show up sometimes. But when we are doing the transmissions, so many give me the sense of who they are, but through feeling, not with an image or with a figure or a form. Anas asenak anata. And from the moment that I pass from sensing one being from you guys and sensing the being that I'm channeling, suddenly another being comes through. And then I don't remember who was the one before because it came in a form of feeling. So I cannot keep the memory of who that being was. Tanikana. Does it happen the same to you? When you are experiencing different beings coming through you? Is it any similar? Just curiosity. This is out of curiosity.
Yeah, it's like it's subtle. Yeah, it's very subtle.
Yeah.
But
sorry,
I don't think it's not like it's not necessary that we name and know each one of them, but
because they are vibrations.
Yeah. But if there are specific ones that we have more clarity, like they make an impression, like then it's for a reason.
And that's what they consider that is the important thing, the impression that they leave in our system.
Yeah.
Now. Not the name or the identity of how they look like. They always tell me the same. When I wonder because my mind had this tendency to wonder, who are you? Or what are you? Or, no? And they always say, well, some of them, they just come and go. And I don't even remember anything afterwards.
Yeah, because when we clear and align more and more, like we get in a state that we perceive all of them like one.
Yes.
Like all of them at the same time in a flow, in a dance.
You just say
when we.
You just said the answer to one question in a quantum session. That same answer, that same information came through a quantum session. They want us to understand that they are all one. That's why they don't focus that much in identity, because we are the ones identifying with identity here in this plane. But they don't. They don't need to. They don't feel the need to. They don't need. They don't feel the need to say, "I am Michael." They don't feel that. This is very human thing. It's a human thing.
The need is ours, right? When we have the need, because and I think it's okay too. You just don't have to don't need to get too attached or like oh my God. Archangel Michael.
I mean, I think they all have their own vibrational frequency. So like you can kind of like tell that it's different because that frequency changed. But again, I agree. You don't need to know who it is. But when you're feeling that frequency, you might be able to recognize it as that particular, whether it be Michael or whatever.
Yeah, because it's the need of the moment, right?
Yeah. I mean, I can usually tell if I've got Dragon Collective or the fairies or the elementals or something. I can feel that come through, or the avians, because I can feel that in the energy and in the language as well, to an extent that is channeled through me. But for the most part, if it's not dragons and fairies and or elementals of some sort, I mostly, or angelics even, I mostly don't know who it is as an individual, except when it's Mother Mary. I generally know when she comes through.
It happened to me with Maria Magdalene, Mother Mary, and Jesus. The three of them, I really know that it's them. And my mother, who was here on Earth.
But even that, like that again is a collective. Just like you've got your Dragon Collective and your Fairy Collective, even the Mother Collective, because Mother Mary, Isis, Mary Magdalene, our own mothers.
I feel they are the same.
Yeah. They all come from what I call the Divine Mother.
The Divine Mother, Even Mother Earth, no?
Yes. Sorry, I didn't.
It's part of the same.
I've not forgotten her at all. I just didn't mention her.
I know. Hatumasaneka Nisha.
Shiataya, Tia Shiataya, Tia Shiamua, Tashu.
对，
Mayate sho sho shoata. Shoatia dai. Maute shoata. Mutai shia. Unaye dea yataya. Ya lutai yataya. Uyuata. Uyatu atia iata. Iata ushuatai. Shuatai tinia tu ashautai shiata. Ishiotai. Mayatia tiniatai tishiata uta. Muayatai yatai yatai yata. Muyatai yata.
How
That is such a beautiful, calm energy. I love it.
beautiful calm energy. Beautiful calm energy. I feel also. His light languages since he started channeling them. Oh my God, it's a calm, different calm energy. It's such a blessing to be exposed to them. Hamok Anes is the name. They also say, going back to that we were saying about identity, that when they bring the divine light, they don't want us to believe that that light come only from that dragon, or that that light come only from Mother Mary. If they make us like, if they give us that strong impression of I am Mother Mary, you get the association in your mind that Mother Mary is only containing that type of energy, and they don't want us to give us that impression. They want us to really understand that mother energy is a big mother energy, like Sister Willow say. Is Mary Magdalene, blah blah blah. We can make a list, endless list of mother energy. We have mother energy. Otherwise,
Mother energy is it really is divine. I find it's just so
to me it's divine. Yeah, it's creation
and soul replenishing, and it's just so much love comes through with the mother energy. Like I love it when the divine mother comes in. Like it's just beautiful.
It's just what we need in that moment. It's what we need in that moment. It always comes, at least in my life, what I experience is that she comes with that energy when I really need that hug, when I really need that. And sometimes it comes, like I say, in the energy of my mother, of the soul who was here on earth, incarnated in my mom's body. Shabu Masisana Kotana Kota.
Arohoshna Arikera Drumani, so Uruachia Arakoa, so Uruayatira. I gather you, my children, Aroshina Rakira Terena Joshanata. Gather you to my breast, Eretishina Druma to my heart, Ohoshina Owatina Akuroi, so Uruma. Feel my love. Irish dinina kiarata. It is endless. Irish dini akurumanyeti. So narate. I love you. I love you all.
Thank you. Hutu santea tiwaka te santiarara. Oh my God. Jotaneka te satoaneka. Muse shateria to. Orinaka teria. Hamuka tayana. Sawata.
Tiniatara utamaya tika una tiaka. Maka utai.
Share taka matsu tayo. Rui share paku parita ware. Sanarak amoka tacho. Mek atorenak asetya shata. Hotiara.
No tukumaye tinia kai. Tinia kuma itia. Mutai kana tia kana utai mau. Uma yatana kumoa tika uma. Maya kana tinia uka iata.
Mukoayatana. Nukumoa tia amana ia tia anautaiaka. Mayatana unoata moa tinia uma nitia unoatai kauma ana. Mayatana kumoa nata.
You know, when we are bathed in that love, it just feels like a divine ecstasy. Like I just feel, I feel tears starting to form in my eyes now. Like
Susaya. They say, why you don't value enough these moments? Why, but not only referring to us, in general humans, why we don't value enough what we are capable to do together? Kamukana. Because if we did value it, we will do it more often. Tanik Ana. And we are in that process of recognition. Hanek Ana. Because the more we recognize is the more we will be. That's it. We will be. We will be what it is. Everything. Kawatita wama. Shisha wama tika warita. I'm super high. And I'm putting all my intentions to ground all the time. Honestly, I'm like, go, because I'm gonna explode otherwise. And obviously, when the light languages come through, they help a lot to move the amount of energy we are capable to share. Wata. Yeah, some water will help.
Aroto antoro kia. So akarantro hinere. Era kira tro oyata. Ashtona kiri antoro hine. Aro oro ari shana ara kiara tuma. So oroyeni ekere. I felt like there was a lesson in that, but I'm afraid I don't know what it was.
I don't know what that was in information translated into English, but I know I got that. Hanakuana, because it felt amazing. And to me, or the interpretation I felt was something like, because as I was drinking water, I was noticing how sore my throat is, and I've been dealing with a cold in the last week, but not that type of cold that makes you feel all your body weak. No, it was more like congestion in my sinus, in my nose, and sore throat. And I kept receiving, you need to express more. You need to communicate more. There's something inside you that is meant to be communicated and is not coming yet out. So whatever you say there, whatever that meant, I know that is in my unique experience it has something to do with that. So much as and I was drinking water, and as the water was passing through the throat, I was feeling like how it was getting better and better. When we are drinking water, or when water is present and we are talking light languages, we are programming also that water. And as I was drinking, Sister Willow was pronouncing those But again, light languages can be for everyone something different. Yeah, multi meaning, multi interpretation, multifunctionality. Yeah, to me, that was to me what it meant. You know what I can express. What did you say, Will?
Because, well, the way I see it is that, light language is multi-frequency. So I think when people are listening to you speak, light language, each one will resonate with a certain frequency that is within that range of what you're expressing.
Yes.
And they'll identify with that, and they'll receive what they need from that frequency. Whereas another person will tune into a different frequency because that's the frequency that they're resonating at, and they'll receive what they need. Many years ago, I took a meditation class, and there was two ladies there that kind of received interpretations when I was speaking light language during the meditation, and they would tell me what they got, and they were completely poles apart. But each one was correct. Nobody was wrong. But one was pulling from one frequency, and the other one was pulling from another frequency, and they drew from the frequencies that resonated with them, which was what they needed to be made aware of through what was being channeled. Because I just see it's just they're just layers and layers and layers and layers and layers.
Yeah.
And just you draw from whichever layer is resonating with you.
Yeah. And this is as important for the channeler than for the interpreter, for anyone really, because our mind is going to, if you are the interpreter and somebody else says something different, your mind is going to tell you, no, she's wrong. Or if Brother Luis interprets something different, no, Brother Luis must be wrong. And that's the way we deal with duality here in life. But light languages, they are not based only in duality. They are multi-layers, like Sister Willow say, multi-frequencies. And you might just tap into the frequency that you need. And that's why you interpret something different. She explained perfectly what I will just repeat now again. And that also for people who are channeling or drawing things, and you show them and you share them. Again, allow all type and all kind of interpretation, different opinion. Allow a storm of opinions. Why? Because these exercises are so rich. In the past, when Brother Luis was coming to the event and channeling the signs and symbols, we were doing this type of exercises, and when we were sharing them, so much information, beneficial information for everyone in the group was coming through, and not only for anyone in the group, for anyone coming across with the video. Hanik is the Tedika.
I remember that, and it was interesting because each one of us had something to contribute that at a base foundational level was the same, but we each had something a little bit extra to add. I remember those days. They were really cool.
We were creating, and we did that also with the cards before. It's very similar. You show the card, and that represents to you something, and represent to me something else. And then the cards were triggering light languages, and the light languages were bringing messages, and we were putting it together, and that was awesome also. Hanichi and Nick, I think every exercise that invite people to bring opinions in these high frequency levels is very, 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 very important. I think it's very important and brings so much insight and light and love in all levels to everyone present and to everyone who is exposed to all of this. Haputisite kete kite mikare sotuku turikete enere kata turika shetetere bekioru hataturuku kete anurukote sheterekia tekawa mashateyake Siti eketaru. Katere yataro kata. Shatoro kuishata. Kuata naka. You allow the infinite wisdom to come through yourselves. Mukuate, when you do this gathering, storm opinions, kane exercises, tobuku shinek apoto, pute tete bokote tishate, hanakare tiaraku atamo, haranakatereki, mukurishatere. Huareta.
Mayati shiatana yakaya na utai tayaka. Maya tomo watayaka itiaka. Mukoi nia na ua yataya na uma tiaka. Maya tia moata. Umoa tia na ua ma. Maya tamauma mai tiama. Muatana ie kauma. Uma kauma taia. Makaia ta inia. Moa tia. Mahia tia ta i. Mautai ni tiana. Mauta ti amana. Mana ti anauma. Mauta na mutia kana ti kaune tia. Ni tia na tauma. Mauta na ni tia. Ma tia na. Uma tia na uma. I got a very personal message that at the same time I think it's universal. To just stay open for the things you don't know yet. To stay open to the way things can be, and be open to surprise yourself. Don't need to try to figure everything out. How everything is gonna play out, how, yeah.
I think this is so perfect for the times we are living.
Good message, Luis. Good message.
Yeah, because it's such a huge transition, and we get glimpses of things, and then we automatically want to fantasize and control,
Yeah, we want to control. In the attempt to understand what is going on, we control. So
yeah,
trying to understand, we create control.
and we forget to live it, just to live,
to experience it, just leave it, let it flow, let it go through. Don't try to understand it, because you don't have to understand every single thing that happens to you. Maybe if you relax a little bit, maybe you will allow more experiences to flow. Hatiria. It's so true, brother. I laugh because it resonates so much in every week that I've been experiencing, practically since the beginning of 2024. And I think a lot of people are going to resonate with this message. Something that sometimes is such a simple, in few sentences we can describe what is going on and what we are doing, and we just need to listen it and say, oh my God, just relax, let flow. In the cards we got very similar messages also related to that message. Shenek aoretek ishenet yerek atoishe. The two cards I didn't show you, one is this one, the Moon Maiden, which is also like an angel, and it says new beginnings.
Maya tinia to know Munia Muta Minia Tinia Tiniata.
I truly feel that we are in that shift. Sorry to interrupt, Lo. Because I so strongly feel that we are in that shift. For those new beginnings. And the last card that came through was the cat, a pillar, and it says opportunity, which is very connected. What I felt coming through about this is recognizing all our power from, you know that we say that a cat has 10 lives or 7 lives. In different countries they have a number of lives, no? So in a way I felt the interpretation of integrating by allowing all the knowledge and the flow of love from every single life that we have. That will bring more opportunities in the new beginning. So connected to the message you brought also, and sound even silly to say so connected, because everything that we have shared is super connected. Yeah, they say when you try to understand something, you also activate, especially in extreme circumstances, you activate your survival mode system. And that survival mode system activates a fear-based reaction, wanting to control everything so that we don't go or vanish into this reality, so that we don't feel like we lose or become losers, or we feel incapable to face the challenge. I know I didn't explain myself very well, but you know what I'm trying to say. If there is something difficult to do, is to talk English or to talk Spanish or any earthly language when you are in this high frequency.
Una tiatana utayata iaka muata iatana umati tiaka muata inia mayatana.
Oh, hasuti anere keteyasha. They say it's difficult if you still keep that belief that English comes only from your mind, or Spanish comes only from your mind, or every earthly language comes only through your mind or thanks to your mind. And this is true because in the Spanish light languages groups, I am reading invocation, the angelic invocations, and the angelic invocation I have, they are only in English. And I remember that in the beginning, when I was translating this invocation, I was using a lot my mind. So I was so slow bringing or sharing that invocation to the public. But then after 3 or 4 weeks, something happened that whilst I was reading in English, I was talking in Spanish without any effort. And if there was something that was happening, a phenomena was happening, that is, my mind wasn't interfering in there. I was only looking with my eyes, and the Spanish
translation was coming effortlessly, and that is connected. Just somehow I connected to what I was saying before. Kini shanek anata isna, because we can make also, if your mother language is not English or Spanish or any other language, you can also bring it into the channeling and bring the channeling through, because I know I'm being supported whilst I'm doing that in the Spanish light languages group. I know I'm supported because I'm not using my mind and I'm reading super fast. I'm reading in English and I'm talking in Spanish, so that's super weird in a way. When it's so fluent, it's very weird. Huatanata, but they say the same thing. You can do it with numerous things in life, allowing Hanekawana that you are not alone, and allowing the support from your higher self, your oversoul, the beings around you, the beings interacting, the frequencies you tap into, everything. Separation. The separation we create, trying to control everything, is what limits us from having all our gifts activated. Haneshinika amosa, seriana kotare, turikata tori kiaro, sanarukwa shetiana. And my higher self says sayonara. It's always very playful and he's always making jokes. And I remember that when I was a boy, when I was a child, I used to be always the clown in the class. I was always, it was the way for me to face all challenges, laughing, making jokes, doing things. And yet my higher self always tried to take me back to that child, to that boy who despite the difficulties, despite the challenges, was always finding a way to laugh, a way to enjoy the moment. And I feel this is a personal message, but also a universal message for everyone. Because you are universal beings. Hanek anata, and what your mind sometimes interpret as only something only related to your individual being is not, is huotene, and that's what it comes through, and that's why it gets activated within you, so that you just share who you are, and you also let others reflect or relate to what you are saying. They say you are capable to blossom individually, but you are even more capable to blossom collectively. When you start connecting they show me the roots, the same way that the roots of the plants are connected to each other, and they communicate to each other. They can consider themselves, I am a tomato plant, but if there is another tomato plant next to each other, Mashukawana, they feel simultaneously that they are also the other tomato plant just next or planted by close by. Kuataneka tushi. They say they were showing me this in the third eye, like we are very similar to this. When we connect our roots to each other, we blossom puasa, and we pass information. They also say, and scientifics have demonstrated, that when a tree gets sick, the other trees know that tree got sick, and they start sending nutrients through the roots to that tree that is sick. Keria nature, shanatura katusa. Isn't nature part of yourselves? Isn't nature a representation of who you are? Keneka anashiana. They might sound as analogies or metaphors. Kawanita, but all the creation has been created by the same creator. Hamoku ateniana. And at the same time you keep creating. Bwah, sesha. Hanekata. Something like that. That's what I wanted to say. Brother Luis, he got frozen. Now you came back, brother. You became like one photograph. Like your screen got frozen. Awatiana watinia mute samukasa mukote mukotovana. I love you all. Hatene kama endlessly tamuka asana senianakuana ama and always in expansion. Mases enekamo seniki amapuana tianaka, the grace of living. Kamokutuana shumabuana. You are so representative to each other. Kutenekiana tasawama. Never forget that, because things that are happening in this planet, many of them are creating separation, many of them are creating anger, many of them are creating hate, many of them are convincing a lot of people that we don't have any humanity within, and that's not the truth. That's not the truth. That's what. That's part of the plan, so that we wake up and for once and all we believe and truly believe and recognize that we are the light that we are sharing also here today. Hakuare taru te kiaro. Perfect. Perfect. And all these light languages today, they've been supporting everything we've been talking about, because they are literally connected to everything we've been talking about. So today we don't need to go through the section of Brother Luis, what are your intentions? Or Sister Wilma, unless you have an intentions to share with us. This space is always open to anything, anything at any moment. But I'm just sharing this with anyone who might be watching this video. That all I know very deep inside, Tushenika, and in every layer of frequency that make me, that everything we've been talking about, the light languages have been supporting everything, absolutely everything. They've been like hand on hand with each other. What we have been saying in English, the light languages have been holding hand with that. Seneria, Hotari Mikare, Sveteki Aruka, Sotomakuare, Seshata, Mureta, Sheneka Chetaka, Watata, Shatawata. My higher self say, calm down, boy, calm down, boy. Just being cheeky, as always. Tu setiare katotawa telko varene taguanata.
Rakaya takai te nia kaumata. Mu ko atai. Makai akaya kaumata. Mu akai akana tomo te kaune te ana. Naya tinia. Mukomai iataya. Naya ko akai ata. Mo koa ia takau anai takaua moakai tiana
Moakaya, Motuma, Itiaka, Anae, Tiaka, Maya, Utai, Tiana, Mau Tiakai, Tiana, Mautaya Kai, Tiana, Utai, Maya Kana, Unai, Tiaka, Mau Ko Koatai, Ukoatai, Ana, Maya, Mutia Kai, Tiana.
Soyara. Oh, thank you so much. Kohuata mosai setane kua. Se me ka amore. Amore taka sai setane ka torea. Sushinera. Morika mosai setapo kosoto oria.
I feel this is like a more serious being, like, but it's not serious like.
No.
Like,
It's
you know?
it's like if this being has been born in Japan. like when they talk like whatever. Yeah, they are not being
There's love in
serious. They might be telling you something lovely, but they sound like what? No?
Yeah.
That's the way I connect it to, no? When I'm feeling, I say, and my higher self is saying always, you Japanese boy, you Japanese boy. It's always being cheeky with this being, Kanika Ate Shawamata, because it's very serious. It's very serious, but in a very lovely way. Very lovely way. Joy, the way he or she expressed joy is serious, but I don't know, just Hutsu Anaka is telling us also that you can be serious and bring a lot of love to earth. Hasawa Machuana. You don't have to be all the time like this.
Maya tinia tumai tianata. Mutayana ti kaumata. Maya tiniata na uti ita yatana uatai iata. Muatana etia tiana umana. Muati tiakai. Mautakai tiakai ana. Mautakai tiana tauma. Muatai tanakaia takaiata. Atakauma umana.
Hate te tiana te tiana ta te tiana te ta ku te tiana te. Amokai te ne ke te tiana. Mo te tiana kuane. Ta mokane ta kayana. Amokayana ka ene makayana. Sema muka na moka. They show me multiple triangles. Shamo mo tane narea na moka na of different colors. Moka na connected to each other. Kumakwa na creating a rainbow. Hanekiare hota more sateyara. Awate titianakua. Shete titianakua. Kwa tuana kwa. Harenia. Hotuana. Tomorrow I'm going to the sea, and that's it. They show me again because I've been like 2 or 3 weeks having visions of go to the sea. It came for a sister in the Spanish light language group she was receiving that message. But again, I was feeling that it wasn't a message only for her. It was a message for everyone. Go to the sea and cleanse. But when I say the sea, I say a river or a waterfall or whatever. Yeah, water, connection to water and allowing things to circulate, to move, energies to move, condensated tensions, anything, go, let it go. Hareta o machana, yeah, and I need to go. And if tomorrow is sunny in England, which is very unlikely, But if tomorrow is sunny in England, this man here talking to you is gonna swim in the sea. Kawarita, kurita, kwata. Because this is, I don't know if it has been 11 times that they show me already the same. And I haven't done it. I go and play basketball, I do other things, but I haven't done the, and it's connected also to the organ that we don't consider an organ. Our skin is an organ. It's the biggest organ in the body. And the connection of the water with the organ called skin has a lot to do with everything that happens inside and out. So yeah, maybe tomorrow I do a light language transmission wearing my swimming suit in the cold waters, looking like a superhero from from a movie. But here they are very cold waters. I tell you that. If you want to swim here, wow, no, not even in 23 years that I've been living here, I get used to the cold. Just like in summer, I can do it. But here we are not in summer yet. So at this time in the spring, you need to wear the swimming suit, and it's all like if you are wearing like a superhero thing. It's so funny when I see myself in that. I can't stop laughing just by looking at me. But again, once you are in the water, it's to me, the ocean is so magic. The energy that the ocean brings to you, and the transformational aid that is so significant in my life. And I'm so, in a way, silly to don't go more often. Shena, I should go more often. Kareta, Corena. And they keep telling me, but, there is always something. There is always something that tells you, well, maybe next week, maybe when the sun comes up again, and maybe the sun doesn't come up again in 1 month. So you have to wait a while. But we have some sunny days coming, especially next week, and the temperatures are going to raise to 20 degrees, and that here is warm. That here is super warm.
Wow.
That means warm, brother. Yeah, I know that in Brazil or in Spain, that is like, what? People wouldn't even dare to go to the beach if it's 20 degrees. But here, oh yeah, I go 20 degrees, and there. And what I was trying to say before is that when you get inside the ocean, when you dive in and you stay in, that silence to me is a bliss. The silence I can hear inside the ocean somehow heals me in so many ways, and help me to change, transform. I come back from this. I usually go cycling. It's like 1 hour and a half or something like that. If I take the train to the closest town, here we have the sea, but it's a dock. It's where the Titanic departed from. But you cannot swim in these waters because they are polluted from the ships. So you need to go to the closest. You need to go across a forest, and when you cross the whole forest, it's like from here to the nicest beach, I need to go through the forest, and it's 3 hours crossing from here until I reach the ocean. 3 hours. But what is in between is a forest with wild horses, deers. It's like, that's why I moved to this area. That's why I moved. I live in many places in UK, but I knew I had to move to this city just to have that experience every time I want to do that. For me, it's like a kind of pilgrimage. Because I start cycling from here, and I know that is 3 hours go and 3 hours back. If I take the train, it's 1 hour and a half to go and 1 hour and a half to get back. But anyway, it's a wonderful experience. When you come back, even the flat feels different. The place where I live, everything feels different. But when I go to the Stonehenge, to these equinoxes celebrations, or solstices celebrations, it's like life changing. It's like,
yeah, the whole universe changes.
The whole thing changes. I think in every country has sacred places where you can shift your energy very easily. Haturita. And sometimes we forget that we can go there and just do it. I have forgotten. I went to the celebration of the spring equinox, and that was mind blowing. And if I tell you, if this experience was similar to the other 4 experiences I had before, none of them. Everyone is unique, and I think that happens in every sacred place. Sometimes we don't go to the same place because we think that's gonna be the same. No, these sacred places help you to feel different things, and that depends in what state you are at that moment when you visit it. So everything emerge or connect and makes a different experience. And whatever is meant to grow from you or share or come out and share, we were like in a spring, we were like 10 drummers in the center of the Stonehenge. 10 drummers. Pum, 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 pum. I was super high for 6 or more hours. Super high. I was at a point so high that I was talking light languages, and at some point in the area, I wasn't in the center at that moment. I was in one side. At that moment, I opened my eyes, and I was surrounded of people looking at me and saying, "What?" But I was so high with my eyes closed and and singing light languages. And then they started, these people, after that, they started asking me, "What are you talking? What language is that?" And then we started having a wonderful conversation about it, and it's amazing. It's really, the sacred places bring this kind of souls together, and makes things so unique. And that's why the experience is also different, because every time more souls come, and more souls, different energies merge in each other. So it cannot be the same. It can never be the same. So don't stop from going to sacred places just because you've been once.
Brother, my cell phone is gonna die. I have like 1% battery.
And I feel that we reach also to the conclusion. Let's see how Sister Willow is. How are you, Sister Willow? Maybe she's Maybe she is, but she cannot answer. Hatu mesh amuma wata. Well, what I want to say is that gratitude, infinite gratitude to you both. Hiana wate shanikare tostai momo hinika o masanekana. Endless gratitude and love. Haneka toteyana. Thank you so much for coming. Kawate shana, Juanita. You made my day and my life from now on. We've been doing that all the time. Shuako wata, they say. You've been doing that all the time. Hatua nakata. Shutuene.
Thank you,
Bye,
brother.
corazones. Bye, beautiful hearts.
Ciao,
Ciao, ciao.